This is workshop number 1, and we are going to be talking about module number 2 from the workbook. So module number 2 covers all the different planning levels. So first of all, you need to look at the planning pyramid and identify where you feel you are. If you're really struggling with planning, if you've never really scheduled out your day, I suggest you start at level 1. If you are somewhere in the middle and you're quite efficient but you think there's room for improvement, start at level 3. If you're an expert, if you're just going to go through this just to confirm that you're doing everything you need to do, start with level 5. But if you consider yourself a level 3 planner, don't start with level 1. Each level is completely separate and takes you through all the things that you need to do. So they kind of work as, each level works as its own little module. But for all of the levels, the same thing is true. You are going to work on completing your mind flush, and you are going to, I suggest you do this at the weekend because you just have more time, particularly if this is the first time you've done a mind flush. Schedule it for early on a Saturday or Sunday morning and then plan something that you enjoy afterwards to encourage you to get it done. When you first start, if you've never done a mind flush before, it can take you a while because you've got to get into that kind of mindset where you're ready to just put all your thoughts down on paper. And for some people, that's very difficult. For some other people, it's very easy, and you may be overwhelmed by how much is on your mind flush. But don't worry, just get it all written down. And again, how you do it really doesn't matter. You just need to get everything written down, whether you do it in a book, whether you write it on a piece of paper, whether you do it straight into your phone. So you're going to write down your mind flush, and then you are going to write down, start off with the boring day-to-day stuff, start with work stuff for this week, for this month, stuff you'd like to get done, and then you can start on wish list kind of stuff. What are your hopes? What are your dreams? Whatever you want to get down on your mind flush, particularly if the busier you feel, the more overwhelmed you feel, the more you need to write down. And if you're really struggling to do a mind flush, just write down the top 10 things that you know you have to get done this week, and then next week do 15 things, and then 20 things, and eventually, before you know it, you'll be doing a mind flush. So once you've got your mind flush done, you need to prioritize the list, and you're going to determine the goal, the tasks that are going to get you closer to hitting your goal. Some of those could be quick fix things, other things could be longer term goals that will take you a little bit longer to accomplish, or it may be that it's something you need to do every single day. If you work in sales, you may need to make 5 calls a day to new customers forever, because that's what's going to move your business forward. But you prioritize the tasks that are on your mind flush. You also need to look at the things that are on your mind flush and identify whether there's anything there that could be eliminated. Sometimes we feel we should do things that really don't move us forward, and if you're going to be very focused on goals this year, sometimes you have to say no to things, and you also need to look and see if you can delegate any tasks to someone else, particularly if they're things at home. If you have teenagers, or even if you have little kids, get them doing some of the things that you do. Who else could mow the lawn for you? Who else could learn how to cook and do some cooking? So prioritize the list, and then eliminate any tasks that you can and delegate any tasks that you can, and then identify what needs to get done this week. And then when you've identified what needs to get done this week, put those if you haven't already put them in priority order, do it now, and then make sure that you identify your top 3 tasks and your number 1 priority. And then you are basically going to schedule out all those things that you need to get done for the week. If you are really struggling and just doing a mind flush is enough for you, and identifying your top 3 tasks, just put down when you think you're going to be able to do those top 3 tasks. Maybe it's the first 90 minutes of your day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you know that you're not going to do any more than that, don't waste the time creating a plan that you're not going to stick to. It's just a waste of time. It's better to focus on getting those 3 things done when you said, rather than spending an hour creating an amazing plan that you're not going to stick to. And that's why you need to start off at the most basic level, at the level 1. If you are a super planner and you can look at your priorities from your mind flush and know that you'll get them all scheduled, then you need to start at level 5, because the difference between level 5 and all the other levels is that at the end of the day, you do a mini mind flush to make sure that your priorities are still correct. So then during the week, you just need to make sure that each day you update your plan for the next day with any new priorities that have come up, just to make sure that you are still on track. And so just make sure when you've created that plan, however detailed it is, whether it's the whole of your day or whether it's just the first 90 minutes of your day, make sure you honor it. And good luck. You are worth creating a plan that will move your life forward and allow you to hit your goals. So go for it.